to Eastland County today. I'm sitting here with Sean Sumsky, right?
Right.
And we're going to be interviewing him because he's had a major impact in the music business from Fleetwood Mac, Kool and the Gang,
Tavares, Journey.
correct, and just so many different bands out there. A lot of folks out there do listen to and still listen to this day. He's going to give us a little bit of a background story of where he's from and how he came into this awesome career that I know is probably going to influence a lot of folks to want to really get into that kind of thing maybe one day.
You're right.
But I'm going to let him kind of take the wheel and kind of explain a little bit of the stuff that he's done.
Okay, first of all, I'm from the Boston area. I went to a Catholic grammar school. Had thoughts of being a priest, but met a little blonde-headed girl that changed my plans. Then I attended a public high school, played sports, football, basketball, and track. I got several scholarships to play Division I football. Then I met Tommy Clark. He was a producer in the Boston area in my senior year. And after meeting him, talking to him, I gave up going to college to play football. I went to a business college to get a associate degree in business. Then my head coach called me and said, "Sean, we just won the Super Bowl, and I want to have a Super Bowl party for the football team. Can you help?" I said yes, he was my coach. I called a friend of mine, Steven Tyler, and asked him if he could play at the Super Bowl party. He said yes. So we had Steven Tyler and Al Smith play at the high school Super Bowl. Now, at the same time, I had a friend named Susie Wall. She was a girls basketball coach in an all-girls school. She needs some help as a coach. So I helped coach. Meantime, they wanted a fundraiser. And this part became funny. I had a band at the time called Teddy and the Pandas. There was a regional band in the Boston area. And I got a call from the Ramones manager saying their gig was canceled. Could his band play for the fundraiser? I said yes. Of course, that got the nuns crazy. If anybody remembers the Ramones, they were a very different type of band.
Yes, they were.
And then I had several concert clubs, around. And I booked a group called Tavares, which become very good friends and hooked up with them. Spent 2 years with Tavares, 5 years with Kool and the Gang, 2 years with Journey. Then I went freelance for several years. I met my wife, Anita. Then I started to slow down and just did consulting and concerts. Years later, I lost the love of my life, and now it's me and my loving children, Celeste and Matthew. And the music business has changed. Every singer, every group, every band, every songwriter must produce hit after hit, or else. I can't sing, can't play an instrument, can't read music, but have an ear for talent. I thank God for a blessed career and life. And I'm here just to share my music knowledge, try to help other people get into the business, and tell you background stories of what it's like to be on the road with different bands. If you have any questions, you can contact Jason and we could give you some answers. Basically, that's it. I was born in the Boston area, been in Texas since 1985, and I probably will die here in Texas. That's it. Any questions from you, Jason?
I mean, there's billions of questions I can probably ask because of just all of the bands and such that you were involved with. And I know a lot of folks out there probably just want to know who you are, what you do, because it's very rare that in an area like this that you're going to find somebody that's almost celebrity status, which
Right.
you are. And a lot of folks out there probably don't realize the stuff that you've done. They might walk into Walmart and see you with your kids and be like, I don't know who this kid. He looks like grandpa
Right.
with these two kids, but he's actually raising the two kids
Right.
on his own, and he's doing a phenomenal job. And a lot of folks, some folks in the area do know who you are, which is awesome.
Right.
And honestly, I think more folks do need to know who you are and what you've done, because guys like you are the ones that actually influence a lot of guys, even just as myself, in the business and such, in order to keep going, no matter how hard things are.
The music business is a tremendous business. It's a hard business. What you see, a band doing something, it takes time, it takes work, and you got to be at the right spot at the right time. In the olden days was easy. Now it's very difficult. I'm so grateful for like the X Factor, American Idol, The Voice. It gives people a chance to be seen. And that's the main thing. You have to be seen to be able to be appreciated.
That's very true.
And that's it. And like I said, I could spend hours just telling you stories and letting you know about bands. And some bands did not like each other. And you could see them on YouTube. When I tell you the names, you can look and see they don't even talk to each other. Which is strange. They're making money, they're doing all this, but they hate each other. Which I don't understand. I never did and I never will.
That's very true.
And like I said, I'm so honored to be here, and hopefully I can come back more to work with Jason, tell you the behind the scenes.
Yes, we are in the works of possibly running a behind the scenes thing, dealing with each individual band that he was involved with, and the knowledge this man has is quite vast compared to a lot of folks out there. You guys read a lot of things, but some people don't know what exactly went on until you actually hear from, like some of us like to say here in Texas, the horse's mouth.
My wife's oncologist, Dr. Axe, has asked me, let's write a book about the business. And I'm thinking about it, but I don't have time to sit and type and things like this. And I would call the book, Don't Take Away My Music. But this is my music. I grew up with this. I started at a young age with music. And like my dad says, you're lucky. I was the right place, the right time to meet people. Nowadays, there's bodyguards and security and all this. Back then, it wasn't that way. I guess that's it for now. If you have any more questions, any comments.
Honestly, right now I don't, but here in the future we're going to end up having a nurse sit down and we'll talk a little bit more about the actual bands he was actually influenced by. So thank you guys for tuning in, and we will end up seeing you guys next time.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.